Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. Happy Saturday to all. It is August 16th. We have a 15-game Major League Baseball schedule on tap for today. Real quick, a recap of yesterday. And it was a bizarre day. It was a wacky day. Not a good day. We go 7-8 on our money line / spread picks. We go 12-3 on our over-under bets. Both of our parlays we just missed. Our first game parlay, we go 4 for 5. All we needed was the Houston Astros to just win the game. These guys let possibly the worst starter in the majors pitch a perfect game against them into the 8th inning. Then we go 2 for 3 on our home run parlays. All we needed was Devers to come through for us. He didn't. Overall, a very mediocre day. But you guys already know the rules. We take the good with the bad. It's on to the next one. 15 games on tap for today. Tons of money to be made. Guys, look for my play of the day today. The one game I'm going to recommend to you more than any. Also, at the end of the video, our 4 parlay plays of the day. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright guys, first game up of the day. We got the Pirates in Chicago taking on the Cubs. The right-handed pitcher Burrows on the mount for the Pirates. He's 1-4 with a 4.66 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Imanaga on the mount for the Cubs. He's 8-5 with a 3.19 ERA. The Pirates won yesterday's ball game, a score of 3-2. If you were able to catch our video yesterday, we spoke about our most confident play in yesterday's video was the under, and we were not that confident in the Cubs actually winning the game, and I did pick them, but we were not severely confident in this Cubs team to win this game, yesterday's game, and it had to do with exactly what transpired in yesterday's game. Their hitting has been absolutely terrible in the last 10 days. I spoke about this Cubs team, their numbers at the top of August when the month first began. Their bullpen ERA was at 4.93 and they were hitting .270. Since then, their bullpen ERA has dropped. They're pitching much better in the last 10 days. In the last 10 days, the Chicago Cubs bullpen has a combined ERA of 1.83. But the trade-off to that is, since the Chicago Cubs bullpen has gotten under control, they have gone cold offensively. In the last 10 days, they continue to bat .212 as a team. Then we look at this Pittsburgh Pirates team. They will be seeing a left-handed pitcher in Imanaga today. The Pittsburgh Pirates are towards the bottom of the league, bottom 5 teams versus left-handed pitching, batting .215 on the season versus lefties. We look at Burrows, the starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates in this game. His last 2 starts, he allowed 7 runs in 4 innings pitched to a struggling offense in the San Francisco Giants. And then his very last start, 4 innings pitched, 5 earned runs allowed to the St. Louis Cardinals. In this game today, I'm going to say what I said yesterday. My most confident play in today's game is the game total going under. I slightly lean in this one to, once again, the Chicago Cubs. And I'm playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9.5, and I like the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, 1 Cub we're taking here in this game. Give me Kyle Tucker. On to the pitching props now. We're going to play Imanaga, the starting pitcher for the Cubs, to go over his line today. Over 5.5 strikeouts. Alrighty guys, moving on along. We got the Texas Rangers in Toronto taking on the Blue Jays. The left-handed pitcher Corbin on the mount for the Rangers. He's 6-8 with a 4.0 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Lenore on the mount for the Blue Jays. He's 7-2 with a 2.82 ERA. Yesterday's game, the Blue Jays won a score of 6-5. The Rangers led all game. Their bullpen blew it late for them. In today's ball game, we have 2 left-handed pitchers on the mount. The first thing we need to look at is the Toronto Blue Jays. No team in the majors hits left-handed pitching better than the Jays. Then we look at Corbin, the starting pitcher for the Texas Rangers. He has struggled in his road starts this year. On the road, he has an ERA of 4.35. Then we look at Lenore. His last 6 home starts, he has an ERA of 2.50. We saw him on the road in Colorado his last start out, pitched 7 shutout innings. In this game today, the Toronto Blue Jays are the betting odd favorites, and we're rolling with them on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm only playing 1 Blue Jay in this game. Give me Vlad Jr. On to the pitching props now. We're only going to play 1 pitcher in this game as well, and that's Corbin of the Rangers, and I like him to go under his line here today, under 4.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, the next game up, we got the Philadelphia Phillies in Washington taking on the Nationals. The Phillies won yesterday's game, a score of 6-2. In this game today, the right-handed pitcher Walker on the mound for the Phillies. 4-5 with a 3.39 ERA. Savale, the right-handed pitcher on the mound for the Nats, he's no wins, no losses with a 3.86 ERA. In this game today, we're going to get straight to it. We're looking at this Washington Nationals team. Since the month of August began, they have been up and down offensively. It's either they're having games where they're scoring over 8 or 6 runs, or they have games where they're just getting shut out or scoring 1 run. In the last 15 games, this Washington Nationals team is batting .222 as a unit. Then we look at Walker in his road starts this year. He's been dominant. He has an ERA of 2.50. Then we talk about it all the time here on this channel. Since the month of April, no team in the majors has constantly had the worst bullpen either than the Washington Nationals. Worst bullpen all season. Last 10 days, ERA close to 7 for the bullpen of this Nationals team. In this game today, we're going straight back to it. We like the Phillies and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9.5, and I like the under in this one today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm playing 1 Philly here. Give me Realmuto to have 2 total in today's ball game. On to the pitching props. I'm only going to play 1 pitcher, and it's Walker of the Phillies, and I like him to go under his line here today. Under 3.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, moving on along. We got the Miami Marlins in Boston taking on the Red Sox. The Red Sox won yesterday's game, a score of 2-1. In this ball game today, the right-handed pitcher Quantrill on the mound for Miami. 4-9, 5.09 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Bello on the mound for the Sox. He's 8-6 with a 3.25 ERA. The first thing we need to take a look at in this game today, since Bello is a sinker ball pitcher for the Red Sox, this Miami Marlins numbers versus sinker ball pitchers, they're actually towards the bottom of the league this season versus sinker ball pitchers. Then we look at Quantrill, the starting pitcher for the Miami Marlins. In his road starts this year, he's been terrible, ERA of 5.20. Bello, on the other hand, the starting pitcher for the Red Sox, has actually been in very good form of late. His last 10 starts, he has an ERA of 3. Exactly. And then the Red Sox bullpen has started to shape up a bit better of recent as well. Their ERA has dropped from the first week in August being at 4.79 in the last 5 games. This Red Sox bullpen has a combined ERA of 2.27. In this ball game today, the bookmakers have the Red Sox as the betting on favorites, and we're rolling with them. We're playing the Red Sox here on the money line. The game total is set at 9.5, and I like the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm playing 1 Red Sox here. Give me Trevor Story to have 2 total in today's ball game. On to the pitching props now. I'm taking Bello of the Red Sox, and I'm taking him to go under his line today, under 4.5 strikeouts. Alrighty guys, moving on along. We got the Seattle Mariners in New York taking on the Mets. The right-handed pitcher Wu on the mound for Seattle. He's 10-6 with a 3.08 ERA. The right-handed pitcher McNeil will be making his major league debut here for the Mets. He's their top pitching prospect in their farm system. Looking at yesterday's game, the Mariners did win that game, a score of 11-9. We spoke about it in yesterday's video. This Mets bullpen, despite acquiring those arms at the trade deadline, has still been terrible. Then we talk about them offensively. They're sporadic. It's either they're scoring over 8 runs or less than 2 in a game. In this ball game today, we're going to start off by looking at the Seattle Mariners team, who we all know hits so much better in their road games. Today, looking at Citi Field on Ballpark Pal, they're expected to have the same type of weather as yesterday. Wind blown to the outfield, 85-degree day. Then we look at this Mets team. The last 2 weeks, 14 games, they're batting .218 as a team. Then Wu, his last 5 starts, he's gotten back on track. He was getting beat up around the All-Star break. His last 5 starts, combined ERA of 2.69. And then the biggest deciding factor here today, the Mets bullpen. In the last 15 games, they have an ERA of 5.07. In today's ball game, we like Seattle, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and I'm taking the over in this one today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, we're taking 1 Mariner. Give me Josh Naylor to have 2 total in today's ball game. On to the pitching props now. We're playing Wu of the Mariners, and we like him to go over his line in this game, over 5.5 strikeouts. Alrighty guys, moving on along. We got the Milwaukee Brewers in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. The right-handed pitcher Quinn Priester on the mound for the Brewers. He's 11-2 with a 3.49 ERA. Zach Littell on the mound for the Reds. He's 9-8 with a 3.60 ERA. Yesterday's game, The Milwaukee Brewers extended their winning streak to 12 games. They won that game a score of 10-8. In this matchup today, I'm looking at Littell. He's been good since coming to the Cincinnati Reds. He's actually been good in the Reds' home starts this season as well, because for some reason Great American Ballpark has a lot of games going under this year. Then I look at Priester. His last start, he got touched up against the Mets. Only went 4 innings, allowing 5 runs against the Mets in that ball game. In this one today, I don't know if my mind is making me do this or if I'm just looking at the numbers very skewed. But getting straight to it, I do like the Cincinnati Reds to snap the winning streak here today. Looking at my big reason is Quinn Priester. There's not a pitcher I really believe in. He's been dominant all season. I do expect this guy to have a bit of regression. Like I said, I don't really believe in him like that. He does have a good fastball, but the rest of his pitches aren't amazing at all. So I can see the Reds getting to him today. Like I said, his last start out, he did get touched up by the Mets in Citi Field. Another away game here for him today. All of that being said to say this, I like the home dogs here, and we're playing the Cincinnati Reds on the money line. The game total is set at 9.5, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm playing 1 red, and that's Ellie De La Cruz. On to the pitching props now. I'm taking Zach Littell of the Reds to go over his strikeouts, over 3.5 Ks today. Alright guys, moving on along, we got the Atlanta Braves in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. The Guardians let me down yesterday too, big time. They lost the game a score of 2-0. In today's ball game, the left-handed pitcher Wentz on the mound for the Braves. He's 3-3 with a 5.03 ERA. Sissoni, the right-handed pitcher, is on the mound for the Guardians. He's 5-5 with a 4.11 ERA. Getting straight to it here today, this Atlanta Braves team is still a bad team on the road. Their offensive numbers have dropped significantly in their road games this season. In their road games, they're batting just .222. Then we look at both of the bullpens here, which will be my big deciding factor in this game today, because I do not expect Wentz to go that far in this ball game. So we'll be seeing a lot of this Braves bullpen. In the last 15 days, the Braves bullpen has a combined ERA of 5.42, whereas the Guardians bullpen last 15 games has a combined ERA of 2.87. In this ball game today, the bookmakers have the Braves as the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the home dogs here. Give me the Cleveland Guardians on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and I like the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm going to take Ramirez of the Guardians today to have that 2 total. On to the pitching props, I'm taking Sissoni of the Guardians, and I like his over in this one, over 4.5 Ks. Alrighty guys, moving on along, we got the Baltimore Orioles in Houston taking on the Astros. The right-handed pitcher Garcia will be opening the game for the Orioles. We do expect to see Cade Povich come in around the 2nd, 3rd inning and be the primary pitcher. Alexander on the mound for the Astros. He's 3-1 with a 5.02 ERA. The reason we see Garcia on the mound opening the game for the O's and not Cade Povich, because Cade Povich is a left-handed pitcher, and this Houston Astros team is killing lefties this season. They're actually top 4 in the league versus left-handed pitching. They're batting .265 on the year versus lefties. Then we look at Alexander, the starting pitcher for the Astros here. His last 5 starts, he's been very good. ERA of 2.80 in his last 5 starts. Cade Povich on the year have been struggling in his road starts. ERA of 5.68. In today's ball game, we're not going to overthink it or let yesterday's game affect us today. We do like Houston, and we're playing them on the run line. The game total is set at 8.5, and I'm taking the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm playing 1 Astro here today. Give me Jose Altuve. On to the pitching props now. I'm taking Alexander of the Houston Astros to go over his line, over 4.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, next game up, we got the Chicago White Sox in Kansas City taking on the Royals. Sean Burke on the mound for the White Sox. 4-9, 4.26 ERA. Lorenzen on the mound for the Royals. He's 5-8 with a 4.61 ERA. The Royals won yesterday's game, a score of 3-1. In today's ball game, I'm looking at Sean Burke. His last 5 appearances, he's actually been very good. His last 5 appearances, he has an ERA of 3.50. Then I look at the Chicago White Sox, the Chicago White Sox batting average in the last 15 days. They're batting .260 as a unit. Whereas this Royals team, the last 15 days, are batting .243 as a unit. In today's ball game, I'm going to get straight to it. We're not going to waste too much time in this game. The bookmakers have the Royals as the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the road dogs. Give me the Chicago White Sox on the money line. The game total is set at 9.5, and I like the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm actually playing a Royal in this game. Give me Bobby Witt Jr. On to the pitching props now. I'm taking another Royal here. Give me Lorenzen to go under his line today. Under 4.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, moving on along. We got the Detroit Tigers in Minnesota taking on the Twins. The right-handed pitcher Mize on the mound for Detroit. 11-4, 3.50 ERA. Sebby Matthews on the mound for the Twins. He's 3-4 with a 5.11 ERA. In this game today, I don't know why I'm a bit nervous playing the Detroit Tigers here. They won and looked good yesterday, but when we look at Matthews, the starting pitcher for the Minnesota Twins, this guy is the meaning of sporadic. It's either he's allowing 6 or 7 runs in a game, or it's either 1 or no runs in a game. There is no in-between with this guy. His last start, he got rocked by the Yankees in Yankee Stadium. Looking at his numbers in his home games this year, he pitches much better in the Minnesota Twins ballpark, whatever it's called. He pitches much better in his home games. Then I look at his numbers against this Detroit Tigers team. He saw them earlier this season, pitched 6 innings, allowing only 1 run. Then we look at Mize. He's seen this Minnesota Twins team twice this season. He had 1 good game against them, and then 1 game he got actually obliterated in that matchup. In today's game, like I said, I'm not super confident for some reason in this Detroit Tigers team. The Minnesota Twins in the last 15 days are batting .207 as a team. And I'm still not confident in Detroit really handling them here. In this matchup today, I'm going to play Detroit on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm actually playing 2 batsmen in this game. Give me Riley Green of the Tigers, Byron Buxton of the Twins, both to have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props. I'm only going to take Mize of Detroit, and I like his over in this one today, over 4.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, moving on along, we got the New York Yankees in St. Louis taking on the Cardinals. The Yankees won the first game of the series yesterday, a score of 4-3. In today's ballgame, Max Fried on the mound for the Yankees. He's 12-5 with a 2.94 ERA. Sonny Gray on the mound for the Cardinals. He's 11-5 with a 4.06 ERA. In this game today, another matchup I am extremely torn on. I'm not confident in leaning in either direction. Looking at both of these starting pitchers to start off. Max Fried, his last 4 starts, he's been terrible. ERA of 5.75. Sonny Gray this year in his home starts has been very good. He has an ERA of 3.30 in his home starts. My big deciding factor in today's ballgame is this. Max Fried in the past has had good numbers against a few players on this Cardinals team. Then we look at Max Fried's pitch mix. He can have a very good, I feel he's going to have a very good game today against this Cardinals team. Sonny Gray on the other side throws his fastball 42% of the time. Changeup and slider mix. This Yankees team hits this pitch mix very well. I can see the Yankees getting to Sonny Gray here today. Of course, the one thing that is the big holdoff for me is the bullpens. I do not know when the Yankees bullpen is going to decide to just give up 8 runs or when they're going to decide to just pitch normal and shut the game out. That's the biggest deciding factor here is this Yankee bullpen. And I'm putting some faith in them here today. And we're rolling with the Yankees, and I'm taking them on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and I'm playing the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm playing 1 Yankee in today's ball game. That's Jazz Chisholm. On to the pitching props now. I like Max Fried to go over his line here today. Over 5.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, up next we got the Arizona Diamondbacks in Colorado taking on the Rockies. The Rockies won yesterday's game and scored 4-3. In today's ball game, Nelson on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He's 6-3 with a 3.46 ERA. Dollander on the mound for the Rockies. He's 2-9 with a 6.35 ERA. Dollander, his last start back was his return from injury. It was a away game. He did get lit up, but this season, in his home games at Coors Field, 8 home starts, ERA of 9.76. He's been absolutely terrible. Then when we look at Nelson, the starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks, he's been very good of late. Last 10 starts, ERA of 2.80. The Colorado Rockies bullpen, since I guess you could say the All-Star break, over 25 games. They have an ERA of 7.35. And then the big thing here is this Arizona Diamondbacks bullpen has been terrible all season. The last 10 games, they have an ERA of 2.22. In today's ball game, we like the Diamondbacks, and we're playing them on the run line. The game total is set at 11.5, and I'm taking the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, we're taking 1 Diamondback. That's Perdomo. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Nelson of the Diamondbacks to go over his line today, over 4.5 strikeouts. Alrighty guys, moving on along, we got the Tampa Bay Rays in San Francisco taking on the Giants. Man, the Giants are the other team that really killed me yesterday. These guys were leading the entirety of the game, blew it late. Had they just won, I would have at least gone 8-7 on my money line / spread picks instead of going 1 negative in the red on those bets, single bets. All of that being said, in today's ball game, for the Rays, Hauser on the mound, the right-handed pitcher, 6-4 with a 2.84 ERA. Verlander on the mound for the Giants. Man, he's 1-9 with a 4.53 ERA. It's sad. I think Verlander should retire, but for him, a Hall of Famer, to retire with these type of numbers is disgusting. That has nothing to do with today's ball game. All of that being said, looking at this Tampa Bay Rays team, they started to get back on track in their last 5 games offensively, especially versus right-handed pitching. In the last 10 days, they're batting .266 versus right-handed pitching. Then we look at this Giants team. I still can't understand how bad they are offensively. They're one of the worst offensive teams in the majors all year. Then in their last 6 games, in the last 7 games, I should say, these guys are batting .210 as a team. Verlander, you expect him to pitch better in his home starts this season. We know out there in San Francisco is a pitcher-friendly ballpark. 11 home starts this year. This guy still has an ERA of 5.07. The Rays bullpen has been outperforming the Giants bullpen. The Giants bullpen is terrible. Like I said, they blew yesterday's game. In today's matchup, the bookmakers have the Giants as the betting odd favorites, and we're rolling with the road dogs. Give me the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm taking Brandon Lowe with the Rays. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Verlander of the Giants, and I like his under today, under 4.5 strikeouts. Alrighty guys, moving on along, we got the San Diego Padres in Los Angeles taking on the Dodgers. The Dodgers won yesterday's game, a score 3-2. In today's matchup, the right-handed pitcher ceased on the mound for San Diego, 5-10 with a 4.52 ERA. Blake Snell on the mound for the Dodgers. He's 2-1 with a 2.37 ERA. Looking at Blake Snell, he made his return in his last start and he pitched very well. Looking at Dylan Cease, for the starting pitcher for the Padres. This guy has been terrible this season, especially in his road starts. In 12 road starts, he has an ERA of 5.72. Then we look at this Los Angeles Dodgers team. In their home games, they're one of the best offensive home teams in the majors. In their home games this season, they're batting .273 as a unit. The one thing that has gotten under control for this Dodgers team that was a big problem was their bullpen. The last 5 days, they have a combined ERA of .267. In today's game, the Dodgers are the betting odd favorites, and we're rolling with it. We're playing the Dodgers here on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm taking 1 Dodger, and that's Freddie Freeman. On to the pitching props. Now, I'm going to only play 1 Dodger here, and that's Blake Snell, and I like his over today, over 4.5 Ks. Alrighty, guys, final game of the day. We got the Los Angeles Angels in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. The Athletics won yesterday's game, a score of 10-3 in today's ball game. The left-handed pitcher Anderson on the mound for the Angels. He's 2-7 with a 4.63 ERA. Morales on the mound for the Athletics. He's no wins, no losses with a 1.93 ERA. Like I said, the Athletics won yesterday's ball game. They were the underdogs in that game. We did bet on them, and they came through for us. Our big deciding factor was Kikuchi was on the mound for the Angels, and this Athletics team has been annihilating left-handed pitching this season, despite Kikuchi being a good pitcher. Then we look at today's ball game. There's another left-handed pitcher on the mound for the Angels in Anderson. The only difference is Kikuchi's like light years better than him. I expect the Athletics to stomp on him today, despite the Athletics being the underdogs in this game again. And with that being said, we are playing the home dogs on the money line. Give me the Athletics here today. The game total is set at 10.5, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm taking 1 Athletic, and that's Brent Rooker. On to the pitching props now. I'm taking Morales of the Athletics to go over his line, over 4.5 Ks today. Alrighty, guys, before we get up out of here, our 4 parlay plays of the day. We start off with our first play. It's going to be a 5-leg game parlay. Our first play of that parlay is the Pittsburgh Pirates Chicago Cubs game total going under 9.5 total runs. We follow it up with the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line and the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. And we wrap it up with the Houston Astros on the run line and the Arizona Diamondbacks on the run line. All 5 legs, $5 bet, pays $120. On after that, guys, we have a 4-leg game parlay. This has a bit bigger odds. These are all 4 underdog plays here today. Our first play will be the Cleveland Guardians on the money line. We follow it up with the Chicago White Sox on the money line, the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line, and we wrap it up with the Athletics on the money line. All 4 legs, $5 bet, pays $140. On after that, guys, we have our 2 home run parlay plays of the day. We start off with our first one. It's a 3-leg home run parlay. Our first play will be Juan Soto of the Mets. We follow it up with Elly De La Cruz of the Cincinnati Reds, and we wrap it up with Freddie Freeman of the Los Angeles Dodgers. All 3 gentlemen, dollar bet, pays $100 flat. On after that, guys, we have another 3-leg home run parlay with a bit better odds on it. Starting off with our first player, it's Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies. We follow that up with Hunter Goodman of the Colorado Rockies, and we wrap it up with Brett Rooker of the Athletics. All 3 gentlemen, dollar bet, pays $70 flat. Once again, before we get up out of here, guys, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. It's a Saturday. If you're home relaxing today, I hope you enjoy your day. If you're on your way to work, I send my salutes out to you all. I hope we can all win some money today, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.